Hello and welcome to my channel. This is Lisa with Lisa's Faith and Budget Planning channel. I'm excited to be here today. This is the last week of October. Halloween's on Saturday. It's going to be a full moon. It's going to be, I'm not sure what kind of moon, harvest moon, blue moon. I think it's blue moon. I don't know. It's going to be one of those rare moons that you see come up every year. We've had a lot of those lately and it's going to be a crazy weekend. And then Sunday starts November 1st. Whole new month, whole new budget. I've already budgeted for the month of November on my November layout here, and I added some stickers for Thanksgiving because Thanksgiving's coming, and I laid out all my stuff and I'm so excited for that. And I've also already laid out this, and I left a sticky note here because I always run out of room for deposits. It's crazy. Yeah, just the way I even though I have 6 lines here, I've got a lot of stuff that comes in and out and various times and for various reasons. And with Christmas coming up, I know grandparents are going to be sending money, and I want to allocate for that with their checks that they're going to mail to buy my son's Christmas gifts. So that's coming up. But yeah, we're looking good so far going into November. And let's just do our weekly check-in for the month of October. I'm going to miss this pumpkin layout. It's so pretty. Can't wait till next October. Unless I find something else I fall in love with, I probably will come back to that for my personal, but I will definitely create something new for my shop next year in October. So yeah, I'm excited to jump in. So here we go. What I plan to do, and I gotta find my little sticky notes here, is I'm going to go through and check off from Friday, the 23rd to the 29th. And you're gonna see today is Thursday and there's nothing here because I really don't have anywhere to go or anything to buy. So I'm gonna put a no spend sticker in this one. And the reason there's no spend is I really, I don't really spend as much when my husband leaves with the ships. Random things don't seem to be popping up as much. Either that or I bought enough previously and I just don't need to. So let me find my tweezers real quick because I have a hard time laying these things down without them. Where did they go? Oh my, there they are. I love these little stickers, but man, oh man, sometimes they're hard to lay down. They're so tiny. There we go. So I want to mark this as a no spend day. Anything that will be spent either later tonight, which is possible, but I don't think so, or Friday or Saturday will actually be going into November's budget. And that's okay. Even though it's still October, my husband gets paid here on Friday. And not only does he get his regular paycheck, but because the, oh my goodness, the first of the month checks we normally get are on Sunday, all of them are coming in on the 30th. So I'm going to have to end October and start November all on the same day. And it's going to be a little complicated. Not too complicated. It's just I got to keep track of what's where and how much and make sure the numbers flow properly. So that's what I'm going to do. And I think between now and Saturday, I'm just going to move all that to November because I just got so much coming in, so much going out. Look out for a video tomorrow on the 30th. I'm excited because I finally, once all those deposits come in, I can go in and pay off my school loans. I think it's at $3,800 or something. We'll see tomorrow. But I'm going to record myself doing it on my laptop, and you're going to see me make my final consumer debt payment and become debt-free tomorrow, October 31st. This is a long time coming. Even though I've done the Dave Ramsey plan since June of 2019, and that's Gazelle focused on my school loans, I have been paying on school loans or deferring school loans for a number of years, since probably 1997. Yeah. And let's see, I graduated in 09. So in 07 and 08, I actually went back to college, which postponed any school loans, and then started paying on them again 6 months after I finished in 09. And so school loans have been a part of my life since 97, I think, 96. I got married in 96. Yeah, since 96 to now. I've had some kind of school loan either being paid on or deferred. And at one time we had mine and my husband's, but his has been paid off years ago because he only took out for a couple semesters and then dropped out of college and then joined the Navy. So, but now he's in his master's degree program and is back in. So, yeah, it just wasn't his time for school. He was going for all the wrong reasons, and it was to please other people instead of actually going to school for what he truly desires and what he really wants to do. So anyways, I'm excited for tomorrow. I can't wait for I can see the pending deposits, but the cash isn't there yet. So I'm excited to get that cash in there and get rid of that debt. And I am just so thrilled. So there is hope and light at the end of the tunnel when you are talking about paying off debt, especially school loans that take years and years and years and years and years. And I'm like, this is 2020. And I began this process in 1997, 96, 97. So yeah, that is 24 years. Yeah, very long time. So anyways, here we go. What I'm going to do is I'm going to jump in and I'm going to track these things. Now, my husband left on Thursday. As you can see, I haven't really spent much. Usually that first week he's gone, I'm in a blue period, basically. And I'm going through the motions daily life because I feel a little blue and sad that my husband's gone. And I get thrown off quite a bit because I'm like, okay, now what? I don't understand what I'm supposed to be doing. My routine's thrown off. How do I do this? What am I doing? All those things. So it takes about a week. So this will probably pick back up, but not as heavily as we did here, because when my husband's home, he does love to go out to eat, and we tend to do that a lot. But yeah, that's what's going to be happening. And we should have company next month too for Thanksgiving. So that's going to be a little spending as well. So here we go. I have grocery household, which I highlight in pink. And I have my restaurants, which I highlight in blue, and my miscellaneous, which I highlight in green, and gasoline, which I highlight in purple. And from what I can tell, I do not have any purple, so I have no gasoline category to account for today. But I do have some grocery, household, restaurant, and miscellaneous. So we're going to start with groceries. I'm going to zoom you in just a minute. And we will get started. Okay, I'm back. Here we go. So, on Fridays, we have pizza. We always do. So that's Papa John's Pizza. That's not our grocery yet. So, but on Saturday, I did make a large grocery run. It's either heavy on the meats when I purchase or heavy on odds and ends stuff when I purchase. So that's what that was about. I can say so far I am positive in all my numbers, which is excellent. So I spent $107.61, and I will warn you, I have not pre-planned this at all. I don't have notes off to the side, so I'm just jumping in and doing it today. Mainly, I thought it wouldn't be that big a deal because of the fact that I have so little transactions right now. So, with 2 no spends days this week and 5 days and not really going shopping or spending online, then yeah, we were fine. So the next thing, Food Lion, oh, okay, yeah, and Walmart. So Food Lion was heavy on things, and then Walmart was heavy on meats, and 28, and that's just going to get us through, so I don't have to shop much. And then some of it was like home group stuff. Oh, I do know this Walmart purchase, though, $30 of it was candy for Halloween. Trick-or-treaters to pass. They're expensive. They're the big $10 bat, $9.98 or something, bags of Halloween candy. And, oh my gosh, you cannot buy cheap candy. You really can't do it. So I'm like, this is crazy. So I have 2 large purchases. I just bought everything at once. So we're just going to add that up real quick. 9, 6, 7, 8, 7, 8, 0, 2. That was easy. So now we're going to move on to restaurants. And restaurants here, moving my stuff and I don't want to. What have we got? We got Papa John's, which was $35.99. And then, let's see, what have we got? Taco Bell. Apparently it's our favorite place for lunch. And it was so weird that day. I think because you got a free taco, and I didn't know that they do free tacos, but it was like a Dorito taco. And I was like, why did I get a Dorito taco? Because of the World Series the other day. So when I went to Taco Bell, they were giving out free tacos. I'm like, oh, okay, if you say so. So I'm going to get my calculator for this because I do not want to math in my head wrong right now. There we go, $35.99 plus $7.24. And that gives us $43.23. There we go. All right, and then miscellaneous. I didn't have anything Friday or Saturday, and I did have office supplies I ordered on Amazon, and then I had asthma and allergy shots. So I was kind of waiting for the bigger checks here. When I go next Tuesday, I'll probably put that in a medical category, not here in miscellaneous. But my shots are only $9.42. I actually missed a few weeks. I didn't have COVID. My husband didn't have COVID, but he was possibly exposed when he went to one of the ships one day, so that we had to quarantine until we found out it was negative. And then, so I couldn't go to my allergist to get the shots because, you know, you don't want to expose your medical people too that you trust. And yeah, so I had to redo and rebuild up whatever the serum is for my allergens, and have to do them frequently. But after next week, it'll be every 3 weeks, which I'm thanking God for because I hate getting shots every week. Oh my goodness. So yeah, that's that. $9.42. I get one in each arm. One's indoor, one's outdoor, and it's like, ugh. But I realize my fall allergies are worse than my spring allergies now. And I don't know if it's because I've adjusted to the climate here in Virginia after, gosh, we've been here since 2014. So that's 6 years. It'll be starting 7 years next year. Wow. After we've been here 8 years, it'd be the longest place we've lived in the past 24 years. It'll be 25 years next year. So yeah, it's crazy, you know, military life, Navy life, they move you, that's for sure. So $27.35 plus $9.42, and that gives us $36.77. All right, so these are my budgets. This is what I've spent. And now we're going to go into the weekly check-in. So I'm going to zoom you out just for a second and just show you what it looks like full screen so you can see that. My weekly check-ins, doing pretty good. I only went over a little bit here, but I had enough in the buffer to cover, and then paycheck came here, and then I didn't go over for the whole spending categories, all 4 of them combined, but I did go over in a couple of categories. But I am going to keep it in budget here now that we're ending it here in November, or going into November, the end of October. So I'm excited about that. This is what I had left in my budget to work with, and I've definitely kept it in budget, and I think it worked because my husband went out to sea and he's not home. Isn't that sad? I can't blame him for all the budget. I just, you know, whenever we go over, we decide together on how we spend. So we are both culpable for what happens in the budget. But he prefers to spend more than I do sometimes. I like online spending, but he likes going out and going events and doing things. And yeah, but since there's not a lot of places to go or do, he likes to go grab something to eat and sit in a park, or, you know, he just doesn't like being at home much. So that's kind of where that comes from. All right, I'm going to zoom you back in, and we're going to focus on this, and I'll be right back. All right, here we go. So actually what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull out my sheet here because it's on discs, and it'll be easier for me to write. So hold on one second. Pull this page out, close this up, put it off to the side for a minute. And we are going to focus on this section right here. So what we have is our notes on what we spent. So for grocery household, we spent $208, $89. Restaurants, we spent $43.23. Miscellaneous, we spent $36.77. Okay, so now we're going to do the math and see how well we stayed in budget. I was cutting that really close there. Let's see. Make sure I'm on screen here. All right, 216.83, okay, minus 208.89, okay, $7.94, still in the black. Hallelujah. That's awesome. God is so good. God is so good. He provides, and when I pay attention, it is so worth, focusing in on the budget and our finances and honoring him. Oh man, he's amazing. So $133.51 was the budget for restaurants for the rest of the month. If my husband was home, I can pretty much guarantee we probably would have had $100 left over. But yeah, he's not home, and I just haven't felt like doing anything. Minus $43.23, and that's $90.28. Miscellaneous, I had $190.69, minus $36.77. So we have $153.92. And we're just going to put 0 here because we didn't spend anything on gas, and we have $118.05. And there you go. This is the weekly check-in. So we had a budget for about $659.08. Obviously, we did not go over in that budget, and this will give me the amount that's going to balance forward at the end of the day to the 1st of tomorrow, with a whole new paychecks and pay period going into November. So that's what we're looking at right now. So I'm going to total how much we spent. That's $208.89 plus $43.23 plus $36.77. Oh, there we go. I'm moving everything. Sorry about that. $288.89, and then here, $794 plus 90.28, 153.92 plus 118.05. All right, 370.19. And I'm curious if this works all the way across. Let's see. I'm gonna take the 659.08 minus the 288.89. Yay, I did it. Sometimes that number doesn't come out right. I have $370.19 to roll over next month. Now, once I make the payment tomorrow for my, I'm gonna zoom you guys back out real quick. For my debt payoff and my school loans, a lot of this that you see being rolled over to the next month, or maybe even paycheck to paycheck, will be going into savings. Haven't quite decided what direction I want to go with that, but we'll have to wait and see. Let's see. I gotta find, there we go. That's where it belongs. I'm curious if my trackers are caught up too. So I'm going to flip over to where I log my daily transactions that give me an accurate amount, not just the weekly amount. Weekly amount's great, and it gives you an estimate for the week, so you have something to keep in your head. But I have to track daily. I just do. Apparently, I have a sticky pad in here. I was writing something out. There we go. Let's see. Here we go. So, grocery household. Yep, I have $794 as my grocery household, and $794 is a balance here. My restaurants is $90.28. Lay it flat for you. There you go. $90.28 here, and it looks like $90.28 here. So that's awesome. They're checking and checking. Let's see. Did I forget something? I did forget something. And that's okay. I'll fix the numbers later. So this is actually supposed to be $120.55, and I forgot a track expenser, which is why I love the daily track here. But I forgot an expense sticker here. No, I didn't. How did I get one allergy? Is this it? 5 mil? Nope, this isn't it. How am I? Now I have a mystery. So this is 153. Did I not add correctly? I did not add correctly. Oh my goodness, let's correct that real quick. Okay, there we go. So obviously I made some mistakes here. So I just went back and corrected the miscellaneous. It was actually $70.14. I just don't know why I didn't see this little thing here. So Sally's Beauty. So what I had done was, my son uses this tea tree shampoo. It helps with his scalp and stuff like that, and it really works pretty well for him, and he likes it. So I buy it, and I decided to go to Sally's Beauty supplies instead of the salon, because at the salon it's almost $25, and I thought, well, I wonder if the supply store has it cheaper, and they did. And it's the Paul Mitchell Tea Tree generic brand that they sell at Sally's Beauty Supply Store, and it total with tax, it was like $13.75. I'm like, that's a huge difference. I'm not going to spend $25 again going to the salon and buying it. I mean, wow, that's really a lot of money. So if you have products like that are kind of special, that work for a family member, but it's too expensive to buy, try one of those supply stores or wholesales and see if you can get it cheaper, because I surely did. I absolutely was happy that I did it. And I bet you the reason why, open this up a little bit, I did not check for this is because I always forget to use a check mark as I go. So I gotta mark these off. And I didn't even have that many transactions today. How I missed it is beyond me. So anyways, the rest of it is the same. Let me show you the tracker here. So miscellaneous, does that match my miscellaneous tracker that I had back here? Yes, 120.55 matches 120.55. Gasoline 118.05, and yes, it matches, which was easy because I didn't have that many transactions for gasoline. So there's the 118.05. So now I know for sure, and since I didn't do a week 5, I just cross it out. Now I know for sure exactly how much of my spending categories I did not spend as of today. And because of that, I know this is the amount that's going tomorrow's budget starting November. Even though it's not November 1st, it's going to be October 30th. I'm just going to go ahead and pay that debt for October, close out my October budget. I'm doing my every dollar October budget, and then I'm going into November. And then I'm also going to do and show you a new budgeting style that I have come up with in every dollar for the free version, not the paid version. And I'll explain those reasons in the video tomorrow. So I'm excited about that video. I can't wait to get in it. And then I'm also going to video me, paying off that debt and closing out October on a high note and just officially being debt free. I mean, I can officially, it's one day away, but I can officially say it tomorrow. And I'm like, I am super, super excited. After 24 years of carrying school loans and paying on school loans or deferring school loans or forbearing school loans, whatever the words and tech words are for that stuff. Yeah, I'm just glad to be done with it and get that monkey off my back. So, because, oh my goodness, that was insane, and I never want to do that again. And I never want that for my kids or anybody else. So, yeah, after 24 years of carrying it around, I'm ready to let it go. So yeah, that's my weekly check-in. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope that this helps and blesses you in some way. And if you have any questions or comments, put them down in the comment section below. I would love to chat with you guys. And I hope you have an amazing and blessed day. I'll see you next time. Bye.